This event is organised by the Equality Hub Network because each of the Equality Hubs identified hate crime as a priority issue that they wanted to look at. So instead of each Equality Hub having its own discussion, they all agreed to come together in a joint event so we could look at hate crime across the board and get people joining up and talking. What we had is several planning groups before the event where we had representatives from each of the hubs coming together to say what they wanted to see at the event. So it's very much a focus of what the communities themselves wanted to do, and they wanted obviously a police presentation because people were a little bit unsure actually what is a hate incident and what is a hate crime, and people wanted to view them further as to if the police identified as a hate crime, then what do the Crown Prosecution Service do? So that's why we had obviously the Crown Prosecution Service presentation about the next steps. And then there are other issues. People definitely wanted a community perspective, not just say a police and statutory agencies, which is why we obviously had the community perspective within the event, and also community justice panels because people had heard about them but they weren't actually sure whether they work for hate crime or how effective they would be within hate crime. So that's how we got to the presentations that we had, and obviously then the roundtable discussions because people want to be able to talk about the issues themselves. And we're also having an action planning session this afternoon, so everything that people have said this morning will feed back into the action plan, and then the other agencies that deal with hate crime can actually see what the different communities and what the people of Sheffield are saying about what's important to them for hate crime.
I came particularly because of the topic of the event, looking at hate crime, and it's very relevant to the work that I do. It was good to get a lot of insights about what South Yorkshire Police actually do and what the criminal justice team actually do as well, so it was very informative, yeah.
But generally I came because I heard about this hate crime event, and obviously because I've been a victim I thought it'd be good to just hear other people and see what's out there and what kind of help and support there is.
On the table that I'm sat with there's quite a few people that are community activists in different parts of Sheffield, so it's useful to sort of have a chat with them and get to know what they're actually doing at grassroots level as well.
So I've just spoken to Melanie, who's the chief police officer here. So I've got her contact details and I've got some leaflets and things. So if we do organise something, I'll actually be inviting her into work and get her to talk about some of the things that she mentioned today. And I think it'd be really useful for some of the staff members within Home Office as well. Yeah.
I definitely think it's important. I think it's very rare that we have a space where the people that attend are so diverse, not in terms of just their appearance, but also in terms of the roles that they have and what positions that they have in terms of power. And it's very rare where you get to have opportunities to ask questions to people that actually have influence.
Anybody can come and attend a hub meeting, so if you've got any issues, any problems, just look on the council website and find out when the next hub meeting is, then just come along because it's open for everybody.
If you're interested, just join the Equality Hub Network. You can just receive the newsletter, just receive the information, come to events. You don't have to just attend meetings. You can email in your comments. There's a variety of ways to get involved, but get involved.